Happy Wednesday. Welcome to our Wednesday Live. And today I just wanted to share with you some of the products that I use when I am recovering from a cold or some other kind of illness, as happens to all of us. If you are new here, I am an autoimmune coach, and my name is Chris. I help women with autoimmune disease thrive despite their diagnosis by by helping them to reduce or even eliminate pain, weight issues, fatigue, and other flare-ups and chronic symptoms through an anti-inflammatory lifestyle plan. You will find a lot of free content here on this page and here in this group and on my page in my public page in general. And if you are interested in working with me, helping to refine a plan that works for you and really getting some control over your health, let me know. Reach out to me and I'll be happy to have a conversation with you, and we'll figure out best next steps for you. But for today and this week, since I myself am recovering from a head cold, I thought it might be a great time to share with you some of the products that I use. I'm not with a company selling anything. I don't get any kinds of commissions. And I am open to you using any brands that you prefer. My only advice is that you do your research and make sure that nothing you are using is containing anything that could possibly be toxic. You don't need any unnecessary fillers for things. Make sure that, and as I mention each thing, I will mention some of the things to look out for when you're doing your shopping in terms of quality and purity. So, one of my biggest go-tos is ginger. Fresh ginger, if you can get it. You can so easily make a ginger tea, or you can cut it up and add it to a stir fry. You can add it raw, grind it up and add it raw to a smoothie or to a homemade juice. It's so easy to make ginger tea. You get a much better quality and concentration if you use ground fresh ginger to make your tea, as opposed to buying the ginger tea bags from the store. And you just grind it up, put it in a pot with water, and let it bring it to a boil, and then just let it sit and seep, and then pour it through a strainer. You will have the most delicious ginger tea, and you can add some honey to it. Honey has amazing healing properties. Ginger is anti-inflammatory, and it is also, antibacterial. Same with honey. So it's a great combination. If you have a sore throat, it's healing, soothing, and it's great for your immune system. Just because you have an autoimmune disease, it does not mean you shouldn't be supporting your immune system. We need our immune system. It's just that with autoimmune disease, our immune systems it means that our autoimmune system has gotten confused. So you still need a strong immune system, and it's okay to, whenever we eat anything that's good for us, we're supporting our immune system. So don't be afraid when I say something like ginger is naturally good for our immunity. That's what we need to fight off a cold or the flu, whatever illness has come our way. Okay. The next thing is vitamin C. If you can find vitamin C with zinc, that's great. Also, you can buy separate zinc supplements, tablets. That's great too. Zinc lozenges are great. Vitamin C, our bodies can absorb up to 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C per hour. So when I have a cold, I'll take, during my waking hours, I am not going to set my alarm and wake up every hour during the night. And you shouldn't either. I would not recommend that. But during the daytime hours when I'm awake, I will take one of these every single day, every single hour. And because our bodies use it and then eliminate whatever we don't use. In between times, when I don't necessarily have a cold that I'm trying to chase away, I will use this vitamin C. It's time released, and it lasts for 12 hours. It's not. It's not as this you wouldn't use this for when you're trying to get as much vitamin C as your body can possibly process. This is for the in-between times, but it's a time-released vitamin C. Look for brands that are known to be good, that don't have read your labels. Make sure you don't have a lot of fillers. Anytime you could get something with vegan capsules, that's great. Tea. Make sure that you are drinking plenty of fluids, especially if you have a fever or if your appetite's not great. You want to make sure that you're well hydrated. Your body needs that, and you don't want to end up in the hospital with needing IV fluids. And teas are important. Green teas are terrific. This happens to be ginger honey with zinc. Perfect, right? And this one happens to be a ginger peach turmeric. Turmeric is also anti-inflammatory, so these are great choices. These kinds of teas, great choices for when you're battling something, an illness, or just for any time, really. Then. If you're drinking like water, or if you're making tea, I love to add either fresh lemon to my tea or lime, or to my water. Fresh lemon, lime, squeezed orange. If I don't have that, an excellent quality essential oil. Please do not buy your essential oils from Walmart or even from the health food store without really checking the labels and knowing your brand. But this is an excellent brand, but you can add a couple drops of citrus oil. This is a blend of citrus to your water if you want to spruce it up a little bit, give it a nice taste. The other thing I use essential oils for, this is peppermint. And don't put it on your skin straight because it's a hot oil and it will burn you. It will leave a red mark, or cause irritation, or even worse. So do not put this on your skin without diluting it. But for these purposes, just smell it. And it goes right up into your nostril, clears your sinuses. It smells amazing. You can also diffuse it, and it will help that air clear your breathing, support your breathing. Thieves is a blend. It's actually, the blend itself is well known. There's a story behind it the story goes that during the plague centuries ago, there was a band of robbers and they were looting dead bodies, and but they didn't get sick. They didn't catch this terrible plague, and when they were finally arrested, the guards noticed this amazing smell on them, and it turned out that they were using oils that actually prevented them from getting the plague. And it was, the story goes that this blend, the Thieves blend, is based on the kinds of oils that they use, and it's a blend of clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus radiata, and rosemary. So that's the Thieves blend, and I love to just diffuse it and have it in my hair. I also clean with it. You can do just about anything with thieves, but it's great for cleaning, for getting things disinfected, and it is also great to diffuse. Lavender is another essential oil I use. Lavender is absolutely amazing. First of all, I happen to love the smell of it. And you know, it's funny, I didn't used to love the smell, but I've gotten to really crave it. And I think because my body knows that it's being helped by it. So it is it's very calming. And, you know, we know that stress has a lot of impact on our autoimmune disease and on any disease that we might develop as humans. Cancer, you know, is often rooted in stress. You know, those kinds of things. Migraine headaches can be triggered by stress. So there have been amazing studies, and I can do a whole training just on this oil sometime if you are interested. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in learning more about this particular oil or any of the others I mentioned. But in any case, I highly recommend lavender oil. It's wonderful to help you feel calm. It can help with sleep, and it can help with headache. If you have like a sinus headache, it can help with that. You can put it right on your skin. It's a very mild and soothing oil. It's very good for skin issues, as a matter of fact. But there have been studies where where patients were encouraged to or instructed to smell for 15 minutes straight the lavender oil, and then record you know, how the effect on their headache, and it's well documented that lavender can help reduce the headache pain and the duration of your headache. So good to know about lavender. That is, okay, that's the supplements, that's the oils, that's a little bit about the foods. Make sure you're eating nourishing foods. You may not feel like cooking. When I make soup, I always make extra so that I can freeze it, and I freeze it in mason jars. And so, you know, if I get a cold, and, you know, we don't plan to get sick, it just happens, right? So I always have some soup in my freezer, and I can just pull it out and have a nice vegetable soup, and that helps a lot. So, and then finally, you know, if you have a cough, or if you have, you know, a sore throat or hoarse voice, I recommend these throat lozenges. You know, watch out for your throat lozenges. A lot of them have sugar, or if they're sugar-free, they might have artificial sugar. The throat lozenges in general are not always the healthiest thing, so you need to, as with everything, you need to read your labels. But I love Thieves lozenges. The most obvious is, I just talked about the Thieves blend. So this actually has ingredients that will help address the progression of your illness. Whatever your illness is, it will help. They are all natural, no sugar, and good for you, in addition to good for relieving your symptoms, the dry throat, the cough, the hoarseness. So, Thieves cough drops. If you want to know more about any of these, or if you have a favorite remedy that you use when you're recovering from an illness, feel free to share that in the comments. I would love for us to begin sharing a little bit more in this group. And as always, if there's anything that you have a question with, if you want to hop on a call with me, or if you just want to know more, if you'd like me to address a topic in one of our live trainings or one of our weekly themes, please drop it in the comments, and I can add that into my plan. All right, I hope that you are having a great week, and I wish you all of the blessings for the rest of your week. And I'll talk to you again soon. Bye for now.